We're now in a Mark kind of era where Mark's like kind of half gaming and half nasty. It's like he's had to go from Blastmaster to
Mark is fucked.
Is he
fucked.
Though? But do you know what he said to Sam? He said that she's as fit as a packet of crisps, which I thought was quite rude.
That's how fit I am.
Wow. But you don't eat crisps. And then Showbiz turns to Mark and he said, "Oh, this is when Showbiz has to nominate, during the tag noms."
Yeah.
And he said, "Can you nominate it for me?"
Yeah.
But little did he realise that Mark was actually doing it for him anyway, just via the power of mind control.
Mark was influencing all those nominations.
Oh, honestly, Mark's puppet mastery of those nominations was ridiculous. I can't believe that it wasn't even mentioned by A, another housemate, B, Ted, C, Big Brother, or D, even fucking
Ted is Big Brother.
fucking brain-free Rylan on bots now.
Empathy-free Rylan.
It's like they just sucked the personality out of Rylan. Any sort of human emotion has come out of Rylan, and now you might as well have Stephen Mulhern present that shit. In fact, you know what? I'd prefer that cunt.
Oh my god.
You'd probably get more genuine emotion out of him.
Oh my god.
Well,
that's
there we
impossible.
go. But
can't get blood out of a stone.
Anyway, so the whole thing with this episode, and I had to admit, it was a legacy episode. Everyone loves their own birthday, right? You enjoy your birthday?
Hold on, you've missed Mark impersonating Helen.
No, I've got that. I've got that in here.
Sorry, you run the notes.
Yeah, I'm running sequentially here.
Go on.
You know. So anyway,
Nick's birthday, 20 years old.
No, I asked you. You like your birthday, right?
Depends.
And I like my birthday. Everyone loves their birthday. It's the best day of the year, isn't it? Except for when it goes wrong. So I think Nick is like one of these birthday spoilers. First of all, I see Jack Joe. Now he's watching Harry give what's his name? Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, a massage.
Oh yeah.
And there was a look I saw on Jack Joe's face, like a kind of a lost look, yeah. And I realised Jack Joe was imagining what human touch felt like, because it's not something that he gets a lot. And I felt sorry for him in that moment.
Yeah, but do you know what? He's got his meat feast. He's all good.
No, he hasn't. He's on base. Oh no, he's on luxury.
How many followers has he got on Twitter now?
We didn't check.
No, he's got a lot. Didn't you say he had like 60,000?
No, he's got 77 point something.
Oh my god,
that's about 2 days ago.
That's good. So good work, Twitter.
So he's got nearly as many. He'll do Helen Wood, and I think Nikki Groan's a little bit higher, but not much.
Look, if everyone on Jack Joe's Twitter just nominate Showbiz. Don't you think Showbiz is a good fall guy?
Yeah.
Let's just nominate Showbiz and try and save Jack Joe. There you go. Carry on.
Alright, fair enough. And then we see Mark flirting with Helen, despite being told not to fucking be involved with her, this, that and the other. But also, what did he say to her? Something about, you're beautiful or some crap, I don't know.
He called her a dumbass.
Yeah, but also he said, are you good looking or something? Yeah. And then he had to do an impersonation of her, which was, she goes, "Are you being sarcastic?" And he's like, "Are you being sarcastic?" So, there we go. So anyway, then I saw Chloe and Showbiz strategizing. Clovis, exactly. And then
Clovis
came the freeze task, and of course, as we know, when you freeze, you have to do a nom. So Showbiz nominates Jack Joe. Now, do you think he could have nominated anyone? Why did he choose him? Was it a good choice? They
always hate each other, and Jack Joe speaks to Showbiz like he's a piece of shit.
His reasons were that he felt that Jack Joe was too forceful about something to do with cleaning, I don't know. And also,
we ain't got time to worry about that.
Showbiz said he was not intimidated, ergo he is highly intimidated by Jack Joe. Must be the dressing gown. Either way, I felt it was weak nomination reasons.
Right.
And then we saw Mark roughhousing Helen. Now, I've seen it with Christian, I've seen it with Chloe, definitely.
It wasn't the tombstone, was it?
It wasn't the tombstone. I wish it was. But he did roughhouse her.
Right.
He was dragging her all over the shop.
Right.
And then Chloe said to Sam that Mark was trying to intimidate us with his ball sack.
She actually said he's in his knickers trying to intimidate us with his ball sack.
Now, do you think that someone walking around in their undercrackers like that, are they trying to use that to intimidate you with?
Probably. And also, Chloe comes out with one good line a month. Is that good enough for her to win the game? Probably.
personally, for me, as a viewer, I don't think it is. But if she says it on the right day...
Exactly.
As we know from that time Sam won, if you say the right thing on the right day and get the right edit, then you won. That's it.
When that Sam won, that idiot, deaf Harry Styles, whatever, all he said was, Dexter, come in a boy and went out a bellend. And he won the game. No, because Dexter said, I'd come in a boy and went out a man. And Sam went, no, you come in a boy and went out a bellend. And Sam won the whole game just because he made one acerbic comment in the final week.
If that's so easy it is to win, then
genius.
God help us all. But see, Chloe, it's like she's the least likely to win. Mm-hmm. And if there's anything that will make people want someone to win, it's that.
I don't think she's the least likely to win.
All right.
Carry on.
Oh yeah, I forgot I was doing this. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
So then Joel starts twitching, like Joel's arse is going, and he said, I bet if he gets nommed, he said, I better get nommed for a good reason, or else I'm going to be seriously pissed off. So Joel's got this whole bee in his bonnet about being nominated for wishy-washy reasons. And then we hear Brian Bello, saying to Jack Joe that we're getting to the nitty-gritty stage. Now, as everybody knows, the nitty-gritty means when the old guard has to put the old guard up, when everyone has to turn in on themselves, which is essentially what they forced on us, which also, again, is another Big Brother USA like staple, is like when people that like each other have no other option but to turn on each other. True. But anyway, so there was some shitty task here. Do you remember?
Yeah, the rap, right?
The rap.
Harry's rap. Harry and Nikki both had to fight over Nick. What did Helen say?
What did Helen say?
Yeah.
Not...
About...
what, when they were doing the...
Yeah, when she went to help out with Harry doing the rap.
Well, what she said to... what's her name? Harry. Was she said, I'm good at poetry, me.
I'd love to read one of Helen's poems.
I think she said
Roses
that.
Roses are red.
No, I can tell
Violets are blue.
I can tell you
I'll put you on blast.
I can tell you one now because I wrote down what she said.
Oh, go on.
She said, I'm good at poetry, mate. You make my minge twinge and my bum will go 5p 10p and my beef curtains wet.
What? My bum go 5p?
You make my bum go 5p / 10p.
10p? That's not that big.
Well, we want to
get something out there.
Do you want to be like a £2 coin?
Are we talking about getting something out there? 10p ain't going to be big enough.
Well, she would know, but...
I think she means £2 coin.
Right. Really, it's irrelevant, so...
Did you think Harry's rap was a bit crude? What about Red Rum?
Yeah, Ride You Like Red Rum. Low. Very low.
Whereas Nikki's like, Nick, you're a swan. Oh, my swan. My swan. Shut up.
But why? Because the whole point of the task was Nick had to choose his date or whatever, and this one had to be the waitress or fuck knows.
Yeah.
So why did Nick choose Harry? Why didn't Nick do what he always? Why didn't Nick do what he always does, which is go with the fucking house or whatever he thinks the public wants? Right? That made no sense. It's like he stuck up for Harry, and how did he get repaid? With shade thrown blatantly at his face.
Are you defending Nick in this situation?
No, I'm saying he's a complete arsehole. So is that Harry cunt. I hate the pair of them.
Oh, I hate the pair of them. So then, this was, did you notice just as when Nick got into bed, you could see his body, it was disgusting. It was like, oh God. I like skinny guys, but his little pigeon chest, it was gross. So then, this is when Harry got in a mood, because basically Nikki was all over Nick, and Harry was like in a mood with Nick, and Nick didn't understand what was wrong with her, and that was when Harry punched him in the ribs and basically said, you were snoring. But he wasn't snoring.
Oh, you mean the evening of the mind games, as we call it? Yeah, there was mind games going on all over the shop.
She basically sat up and she was like huffing and puffing, and then he wasn't responding, so she just like punched him and then said, oh, you were snoring. He's like, I'm not snoring, I was awake.
Yeah.
But I've heard that from you before, and you have been snoring. Well, it didn't sound like you were snoring, but Ted could have just turned it down. You don't know.
Now you've opened up a whole new can of worms.
But what...
I think she just wanted a bit of...
Yeah, of course she did. No, but here's the problem with Nick. He's like going, oh, what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. Harry's got the hump, because Nikki's all over you. It is completely disrespectful to Harry if you supposedly like Harry or whatever. All Nick had to say to Nikki was, I'm with Harry, would you mind getting off me and showing Harry some respect? And that would have been the end of the matter. But Nick don't want to do that. He wants to have his cake and eat it. He wants to enjoy his experience and blah, 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 blah. Treat everyone like a bunch of crap. And I don't agree with that. Nick is golden bollocks, like Harry said, and he treats Harry like a piece of crap. And fair enough, Harry is a piece of crap, but why is he with her anyway?
The main thing that I hate about Nick, and it's fair to say that I hate Nick more than Harry because I see him as being more responsible for that situation. Mm-hmm. The main thing that I hate about him is that he won't go on Friday. I wish he would just go. I wish he would just fuck off.
He won't go. He is golden bollocks.
Why on earth would you not hate him? What's wrong with it? What? I mean, I know that British public are idiots. I know Helen Wood rebranded them as not idiots anymore. But still, in my eyes, they're idiots. And the fact that people don't hate Nick really ticks me off.
Because it's Nick's birthday, and Mark says, on your birthday, you get a pass and you get a blowy no matter what you do. Mark basically thinks, on your birthday, it's like the purge. You can fucking do whatever the fuck you want. Murder someone, rape, murder, Brian Bellow style. And you can basically, because it's your birthday, you get away with it. That's Mark's...
Do you think Mark's birthday is every day?
You have to put down the shutters on Mark's birthday because he's going to come around and pillage you. But Mark went in the diary room. He said, she's got the lead around his neck. Nick needs to put on his best running shoes and Usain Bolt it. She's a bunny boiler. And then Harry was in the kitchen bashing around. Do you remember? She was like bashing a bowl on the side, like really angrily. And Mark was like to Nick, it was your birthday. As if like on your birthday you can literally do anything. Can you do anything you want on your birthday?
Not anything you want, but you've got carte blanche. But let's face it, like...
Not to like get off with someone. You couldn't like get off with another girl right in front of my face just because it was your birthday.
Yeah, but hang on. That's like... We're talking about me and you. I'm talking about Nick... Harry and Nikki Graham.
So
that's different.
Not different.
He's not romantically engaged with that Harry.
He wants to be.
He's just mind warped with the whole thing. He doesn't know who he is, what he is, anything.
Mind you, she don't help herself because she was like, I'm not in a relationship with Nick. Do you know what I mean? Oh. So it's like you can't have it both ways.
Do you know what? They're both my crappiest housemates, apart from maybe Sam.
Crap. So then Joel. The only reason I'm saying this is because there's a funny thing attached to it. Joel nominated Danny for not having an opinion, and Danny said, I do opinionate my opinion. That was, I do opinionate my opinion.
Bless him.
Now, Brian said he was self-conscious around Helen about his hair. He didn't want to do his hair in with her.
Oh, is that because of his hair, or because she was blasting him with the dryer, or maybe she was like singeing him with the what are those things? Straighteners.
GH Slee.
CBT. Yeah. Maybe she was singeing his ball bag with the hair straighteners. I don't know.
Now, Brian said Joel's fallen in with Team Evil.
Now, is Joel part of the Axis of Evil?
Well, we've not seen any evidence of that.
Well, I have.
Really?
Yeah, he's always with them, and his excuse for getting out of it was that. Here we go. In fact, I actually wrote this down, believe it or not. Yeah, so when Jack Joe nominated Joel, he said who he was closest to, and that he jumped on the Time Warp bandwagon. Joel's response was, "I don't see your first reason as valid," then he said it would have been rude not to do the Time Warp, to engage with the Time Warp.
Let's do the Time Warp again.
And he said it's not a game of closeness, it's nominations, which is a fair point.
No, it's not. That is a game of closeness. You nominate the people you aren't closest to unless you nominate strategically.
They don't know how to vote strategically.
Some of them do.
They ain't got the brains for it.
Some of them do.
And then Joel went in the DR and self-proclaimed himself as an honest person. Now, come on.
That's like Nikki going on about being a good person's mind. So Brian said to Mark and Helen, you're a jock stripper and you're a demented cheerleader from hell.
Right, what?
He said Mark is a jock stripper and Helen is a demented cheerleader from hell.
Right.
Well.
Yeah.
Sam was on a secret task. I only mention it because Mark said, if you're trying to make people feel better, then don't talk to them. Which I thought was quite funny. Then they had another picnic. What's with all the picnics?
What picnic was this?
I don't know.
You know what? You know what's easy to ruin? Birthdays, Christmas, and picnics.
Yeah, that's true.
They should put a giant wasp in. That would have been good.
Now, do you remember Christian having a